This is class 10th employability skills, code is 402. Unit number 5, green skills we are talking about. Sustainable development. The development which persists. The environment, everything around us is environment. Whatever you see, whatever you feel is environment. So what you see, what you don't see, this all affect all aspects of our life. Everyone is affected by them and they are affected by us. For example, we are living in the city, so we are not growing any crop. So we get food from the nearby villages, surrounding villages, because this is city. These are different villages or rural areas from where we get actual food, supplies. And these rural areas, they are dependent on what? For forest, for grassland, a very big patch where only grass is there. The water resources like rivers. If you are on the seaside, it's seashore. And for all these resources like water, fuel, wood as a fuel and fodder, so they are also dependent on the rural areas are also, or the people there are dependent on these. So actually we are using natural resources directly or indirectly for food. What nature gives us. Natural resources are those resources which Mother Nature gives us. So as I'm saying, everything around us, it is environment, Paryavaran. But the problem is, the thing is that over the years, these so many years when we actually started our economic development and it got boom with the industrial revolution. So economic development, that is where people get good salary, or the economy of a country or a society is good, the quality of life becomes better. So economic development is the development of people and the country. Because of this, the environmental pollution has increased. Pollution is something, or simply means those things which are not good for your health or environment. It is bad, waste. So this pollution, that is making good things filthy. For example, if we introduce for growing crop, hybrid crops, we also use the pesticides and the fertilizers. So in order to grow food more quickly and in a faster manner, we use hybrid crop, fertilizer, pesticide, and this is very good because very good crops we are growing. But the consequences, the other side of the coin is, this is leading to soil and environmental degradation. That is, this is the lower graph, or you can say because of this way of cropping, everything is getting wasted or spoiled or polluted. So what we need to plan to use these resources, natural resources, in sustainable manner. Sustainable manner, because not only we want resources, we have to keep it for our future generations also. The kids, the people, the next generation, all those who are coming after us, they also have equal right on the resources we have. That is how you, your son, his son, this is how the life goes. So it has to be sustainable development, sustainable lifestyle, sustainable eating, sustainable way of looking at the things, so that we keep our environment clean and intact. Sustainable development, सतत विकास की प्रक्रिया. So we are cutting the tree, that is very true. But are we planting the trees? No. We don't care. We just want our things. Are we saving the water resources? No, we are polluting it. We are just polluting it. We are not saving the water resources. See, you are washing your car, you are enjoying water splash, swimming pool, etc. But are we polluting it? Do we think about pollution? No. See, wood and petrol, these are the fuel, or if they are used as a fuel, they don't give us clean energy. Are we thinking of a clean energy? Because wood and petrol, they are not clean energy. They create a lot of pollution. So we are not thinking about clean energy. We are adding to pollution. Carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide. There are so many gases which are harmful not only for humans but for plants, for animals, flora and fauna. So are we thinking about solar energy? Are we thinking about wind energy? Are we thinking about that? Not that much. So whatever we are trying to take from the mother nature, are we giving it back so that the next generation, our kids, they also may survive? That is air, water, soil, which all is available to us. Are we using them indiscriminately, ruthlessly, without leaving anything for our kids to come so that they may also get air, water, soil? Greta Thunberg said a very good line. She was very angry. She said, "How dare you?" That is all the leaders. She said, "How dare you? We are kids. We also have equal right on the resources of this world. You cannot only finish." She is just 13, 14 years of age, Greta Thunberg. Okay? So we are just thinking about immediate development. We are not thinking about future. We are not talking about long-term development. So long-term development, sustainable development, though that kind of development in which we think about future. We think that okay, resources which we are using can be employed, can be used, can be remaining for our generation. We cannot just say, done and dusted, let's live life, king size. No. So what is sustainable development? Sustainable development is that kind of development in the economy, in every aspect of our life, that is, it will satisfy your need, present need. But it should not compromise the need of the future generation. That is, though we are developing, but that development should not eat up, should not finish the resources which we have right now. It is always good you have a cycle, then you have a scooter, then you have a car, even you can have an aircraft. No problem with that. Economic growth can be there for everyone. But we just need to care about environment and the social well-being, because if we eat up everything, what will be there for the future? This is sustainable development. That is, do whatever today so that your next generation also gets equal share. That is, if you're 100, just eat 90 and give it this 10 and give 90 to your future generation. Then he can give other good part to the other next generation. So what is the importance of sustainable development? Why it is important? Why we are talking about this? See, economic development in any way. Economy is all about money. Money is in a circle. It's just in a circle roaming around and people are getting rich. So in this economic development, we are using resources. Because resources, if we live, we have to use up the resources. But the problem is the pace, the speed in which we are using up these resources. We are not leaving it for the future generation. So because we are using it or eating up so fast, today the environmental problem which we are facing, We are facing global warming. We are facing a lot of carbon dioxide. We are also witnessing the ozone depletion. Glaciers are, because of the warm atmosphere, they are melting. So just imagine what will happen after 10, 20, 50 years. It will be worse than what we are seeing. See, population increment is not bad. Okay. Because population means good hand, good skill. But the problem is over increasing population when the resources are not there. And the income, if it is increasing. So what you are doing? When the people are too much and they have good money, they will be consuming so many things. They will be consuming actually natural resources. Petrol, diesel, they will take millions of years to be recovered, to come again, to be made again. So though the nature is giving us this petrol and diesel, but if you use it with the pace today, nothing will be there. So what your next generation will get? They will not get petrol or diesel. So this population and income, it is directly related to the consumption of good. Population increases, consumption increases. Consumption of what? Natural resources. So the production will, when you are eating up or if you are consuming the resources, it will be produced by someone. So there will be some industry company who is going to produce it also, and they have to use the natural resources for that only. So society has to change the mindset. Society have to change the strategy of development which we have just now, so that we do not destroy the environment. I'm not saying we are against the development, but the strategy has to be changed. And this can only be done when every single person on this globe knows about this sustainable development and sustainable lifestyle. There are a group of people who came up and said that RA jungle, RA forest will not be cut. Okay. So these people know what is the utility, what is the importance of forest. In a place like Mumbai, small forest is also very important because it is the breathing ground from where oxygen is coming. If we just cut it for metro, how they are going to come up? A tree takes a lot of years to come up. So this is the sustainable lifestyle everyone has to follow. That is the lifestyle, so that the resources are being left for our next generation also. Okay, because natural resources, as I said, they are limited. They are not immense, abundant. They are scarce. So the careful utilization and careful use and consumption is required, is necessary. If water is not there in your village or in a city, you will use drop. But when a tap comes to your house, you will just waste the water. Even the tap is open, it is leaking. You don't care. Okay. So this is the problem with all of us. We don't understand that these all resources are so scarce that the ruthless use will hamper our next generation. So sustainable development, the definition of sustainable development is defined as development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. This is the World Commission on Environment and Development 1987 definition. You, the people who are coming after 50 years, the people who are coming after 100 years, all should get the resources. For example, farming. There are different types of farming, goat farming, fish farming. So there are so many farming. So if we use some environmental friendly methods for these farming, because basically we are growing crops or growing the livestock. Livestock means fish or goat or beef. So now this kind of farming where we are using environmental friendly ways, what will happen? The crop which we are growing, they will be good. The livestock which we are talking about, they will not be, artificially being made. That is, the human or natural system, both are saved. because we are not in any way jeopardizing the human and natural system, because we are using only the eco-friendly methods, because we are not using any chemicals. And chemicals and all these pesticides and all these chemicals, they are adverse. They have very ill effect on soil, water, biodiversity, environment, natural resources, everywhere. The biodiversity is, in a single place you get everything: water, air, flora, fauna, everything. So we want a place where we get everything which is created by Mother Earth, Mother Nature. So what are the problems related to the sustainable development? There are certain major problems we need to discuss, because just saying sustainable development doesn't work. We need to understand the roadblocks also. Let us start with food. Food. Everyone needs food. Can you eat internet? Can you download your chapatis or bread from internet? No. So you see here, I am showing you the map. The rich, fertile and good land needed for the crops like the wheat, rice, lentils, etc. This is the whole area. For example, this is the area we have, okay, for wheat and rice. What we have done, people have started making houses. Some are barren land, converted to barren land. Some are used for industries. So we have, say, 1/4 of the land which is remaining to us for wheat and resources, because we have changed the land use. Just because we need today we need to live good life. Any development authority or the government or the single individual. So this only land is remaining all over the world. So you see the change. You can witness the change. And even the soil which is remaining, the nutrients are depleted, because we are growing crops in an adverse manner, means not eco-friendly manner, because the chemicals we are using, it is spoiling the soil. Any chemical, this is just for immediate growing of crop, but we don't think that this chemical is now in our food chain, which we are going to eat. The animals are going to eat anyways. So this is the problem. This is the first major problem. Second is water. See here, this is the situation in almost every developing country. Because the water is very less. If you go up to the sky and you see our globe, our earth, it is a blue planet. That means we need to have drinking and this good water. So the fresh water which we have for drinking, and whatever we have put all the garbage here, mostly plastics. So we have polluted it. See, 100% water is there. Only 0.3% is there, because 3% is the fresh water. 2.7% is glacier. You cannot eat ice. Only 0.3% of fresh water is available for us to drink. Blue planet, our earth is a blue planet, and the water is still scarce. Only 0.3% of 100% water is available on the globe. We can eat all the, billion, how many people we are? More than, say, 2 billions are in India, and this are only China. You can understand. Now fuel. Tree we are cutting because we need wood. Why we need wood? Because we want to construct homes and furniture. We are cutting them ruthlessly. So we are cutting these because just listen, a tree will grow in how many years? 5 years, 10 years? But we just cut them. And these trees are lifeline for our being. They will take carbon dioxide, gives oxygen. They will stop soil erosion. They will do everything which is good for our living, for flora, fauna. These are our lives. But we are just cutting. So what you see here today, the extreme weather, the floods are coming, extreme cold and heat. We have tsunamis. We have, the climate which was never seen. This is because of all these things which we are doing, these are affecting the people, actually affecting the people. This is not now the literature. This is what we are seeing in our lives. So what can be the environment friendly way? I'll give you the example and name of these, but we will take this in the next discussion. Okay, till then, thank you so much. Take care of yourself.